Ladies and gentlemen, it's 2020 for the world is faster, louder, and more unpredictable than ever. The question isn't whether you're ready for the challenges ahead. The question is whether you've decided to step up and own them. This is not the time to hesitate, to tiptoe, or to wait for permission. It's time to rise up. Because let me tell you something, this is a do or die moment. Think about this right now. At this very second, decisions are being made that will shape the next decade of your life. Your health, your wealth, your relationships, your purpose, it's all hanging in the balance. But here's the good news. The power to change everything is already in your hands. It's 2025 and the clock is ticking. Every second that passes is a moment you'll never get back. Time doesn't wait, hesitate, or slow down for anyone. The world is moving faster than ever. New opportunities appear and vanish in the blink of an eye, and challenges arise with unprecedented speed. This isn't a year where you can afford to wait for the right moment with a perfect plan. Let me tell you a hard truth. Hesitation is a luxury you can't afford. Urgency isn't just a feeling, it's a driving force, a catalyst for transformation. When you act with urgency, you bypass doubt, fear, and overthinking. You don't sit on ideas letting them wither and die. You don't let fear of failure paralyze you. You seize the moment because deep down you understand that waiting is the riskiest decision of all. Think about it. How many opportunities have you let slip through your fingers because you were too busy analyzing, planning, or waiting for the perfect circumstances? The truth is, perfection doesn't exist. If you're waiting for every start of the line, you'll spend your whole life watching others pass you by. Urgency isn't about rushing. It's about prioritizing what matters most and refusing to let distractions or doubts steal your future. When you live with urgency, you wake up every morning with fire in your belly. You stop saying someday and start saying today. You begin to value your time as the most precious resource you have because it is. Money lost can be earned back, but time, once it's gone forever. Urgency reminds you of this truth that makes you feel alive, sharp, and focused. But here's the kicker. Urgency isn't just about moving fast. It's about moving deliberately. It's about channeling your energy into what truly matters. You can't waste your time on trivial things or let your days be consumed by distractions. Urgency demands clarity. It forces you to ask yourself, what do I truly want? What is worth my time, my energy, my life? When you embrace urgency, you stop being passive. You stop waiting for opportunities to knock and start kicking down doors. You stop accepting mediocrity and start demanding excellence not from others but from yourself. Urgency drives you to take risks, to make bold moves, and to pursue your dreams with relentless determination. But let's be real, urgency isn't easy. It requires you to step out of your comfort zone, to confront your fears, and to face the unknown. It demands courage and resilience. But here's the thing, living without urgency is far more painful because if you don't act now, you'll look back one day and wonder why you didn't. You'll see the opportunities you missed, the dreams you didn't chase, and the life you could have lived. 2025 is your year to break free from indecision and procrastination. It's your year to live with urgency, to act as if your life depends on it, because it does. Your dreams, your goals, your future, they're all at stake. Don't wait for tomorrow because tomorrow isn't promised. Don't waste another moment wishing, hoping, or waiting. Do it now. Take the leap. Make the call, start the journey, because when you live with urgency, you don't just get things done, you transform your life. You move closer to your potential, closer to your dreams, and closer to the person you are always meant to be. Life is unpredictable and 25 is no exception. The world we live in is constantly changing, shifting beneath our feet. Technology evolves overnight. Industries rise and fall. And the future often feels more uncertain than ever. But let me tell you something powerful. Uncertainty isn't your enemy, it's your greatest ally if you're willing to embrace it. Uncertainty is where growth happens. It's the space between what you know and what you have yet to discover. It's where innovation is born, where creativity flourishes, and where the strongest among us learn to thrive. But the problem is most people fear it. They cling to routines, familiar patterns, and predictable outcomes because they believe safety lies in the known. The truth is, playing it safe often leads to stagnation. Think about the moments in your life when you experienced the most growth, the greatest breakthroughs, or the deepest sense of accomplishment. Were they moments when everything was comfortable and easy? Or were they moments when you stepped into the unknown, unsure of what would happen, but willing to try anyway? The truth is, discomfort and uncertainty are the price of progress. If you want to grow, you have to let go of the need for certainty. When you embrace uncertainty, you open yourself to a world of possibility. Instead of fearing what you don't know, you start to see it as an opportunity. Every challenge becomes a chance to learn something new. Every setback becomes a stepping stone toward a greater outcome. When you let go of the fear of the unknown, you begin to see it for what it truly is, a blank canvas waiting for you to create something extraordinary. But embracing uncertainty doesn't mean acting recklessly or without direction. It means developing the courage to move forward even when you don't have all the answers. It's about trusting yourself to figure things out along the way, because here's the truth. You don't need to have everything figured out to take the next step. You just need to take the step. Fear thrives in uncertainty, but so does growth. The difference lies in your mindset. If you view uncertainty as a threat, you'll shrink from it. You'll play small, stay in your comfort zone, and miss out on the incredible opportunities that come with taking risks. But if you view uncertainty as an adventure, as a chance to discover what you're truly capable of, you'll step into it with confidence and courage. Here's what most people don't realize. The most successful, fulfilled individuals in the world aren't those who avoid uncertainty. They're the ones who seek it out. They know that every time they face the unknown, they build resilience. They know that even when things don't go as planned, they're gaining invaluable experience that will serve them in the future. Embracing uncertainty also means letting go of the need for control. You can't control everything, and trying to will only exhaust you. Instead, focus on what you can control: your attitude, your effort, your mindset. Choose to see uncertainty as a gift, as an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more adaptable. Because the truth is, life will never be fully predictable. The sooner you accept that, the freer you'll be in 2020 inside. The world belongs to those who can adapt, pivot, and move forward without knowing exactly where the path will lead. It belongs to those who are willing to bet on themselves even when the odds aren't clear. It belongs to those who can face uncertainty with courage and say, bring it on. So don't fear uncertainty. Embrace it. Lean into the unknown with open arms and an open mind. It's not there to defeat you. It's there to challenge you, to test you, and ultimately to transform you. Let the uncertainty of 2025 be the reason you rise, the reason you grow, and the reason you become unstoppable. Because on the other side of uncertainty lies your greatest potential. Decisions shape destiny. In 2020, this truth has never been more relevant. Every choice you make, big or small, has a ripple effect, creating the life you experience now and the future you'll live tomorrow. And the power of decision is what separates those who achieve greatness from those who remain stuck in mediocrity. It's not your resources, your circumstances, or even your skills that define your success. It's your ability to make decisions and follow through on them with conviction. Think about it. Your life as it stands today is the result of countless decisions you've made in the past. Some decisions were conscious and deliberate, while others were made passively without much thought. The job you chose, the habits you built, the people you surrounded yourself with, they all stem from decisions you made. And if you're not where you want to be, it's not because life isn't fair. It's because there's untapped power in your ability to decide and take ownership of your future. The power of decision is extraordinary. When you decide with clarity and commitment, you tap into a force that can overcome obstacles, break through limitations, and transform your reality. A true decision isn't wishy-washy. It's not a maybe or I'll try. A real decision is a firm commitment to act, to move, to change. When you truly decide, you cut off all other options. You stop negotiating with excuses. You stop second-guessing yourself. You move forward with absolute determination. But let's be honest, decision-making isn't always easy. Fear, doubt, and overthinking often stand in the way. We hesitate because we're afraid of making the wrong choice, of failing, or of stepping into the unknown. But here's the truth. Indecision is far more dangerous than a wrong decision. Indecision keeps you stuck, paralyzed by inaction, while opportunities slip through your fingers. A wrong decision, on the other hand, moves you forward. Even if it leads to failure, it teaches you something valuable. It gives you momentum. And momentum is the key to progress. The most successful people in the world aren't those who always make the right decision. They're the ones who make decisions quickly and adapt along the way. They understand that action beats perfection every time. They know that waiting for all the answers or the perfect moment is a trap. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Decisions also create a sense of identity. When you make a decision to be disciplined, to be courageous, to be resilient, you're not just changing your actions, you're shaping who you are. Each decision you make strengthens or weakens the person you're becoming. Think about that for a moment. Every time you choose to step up instead of stepping back, you're reinforcing the belief that you are capable, determined, and unstoppable. The power of decision also lies in its ability to create clarity. When you decide what you want and commit to it, distractions fall away. You stop wasting energy on things that don't matter. You stop saying yes to everything and start saying yes to what aligns with your vision. Decision-making simplifies your life because it gives you focus. And with focus comes power. But here's the secret. The most important decisions aren't always the big ones. It's the small, everyday choices that truly shape your destiny. Do you hit snooze or get up and chase your goals? Do you spend another hour scrolling through your phone? Or do you invest that time in learning, growing, and building your dreams? These micro decisions compound over time, creating either the life you want or the life you regret. So, how do you harness the power of decision? Start by getting clear on what you truly want, not what others expect of you. Not what feels safe, but what sets your soul on fire. Then commit to it wholeheartedly and write it down. Speak it aloud. Make it real. And once you've decided, act immediately. Don't wait for motivation or the right moment. Act now. Momentum builds confidence, and confidence fuels more action. And remember this, no decision is ever final. Life is fluid, and so are you. If something isn't working, you can pivot. You can adjust your course, but you can't adjust the path you never start walking. 2025 is the year to reclaim your power. And it begins with a decision. Decide to stop settling. Decide to stop doubting. Decide to go all in on your potential. Because every decision you make today is a step toward the life you're creating. Gotta make it count. The power is in your hands. Always has been. Always will be. Life is full of challenges, obstacles, and unexpected twists. And it's easy to believe that our circumstances define us. The reality, however, is that our circumstances are just the stage, not the story. The true story is written by our mindset, how we choose to think, interpret, and respond to the events around us. It's our mindset that determines whether we rise above or remain stuck. Your circumstances might set the scene, but they do not dictate the outcome. You've seen it time and time again. People who come from nothing, from the harshest, most difficult situations, yet find a way to thrive and succeed. On the flip side, there are those who seem to have every advantage in life, but fail to make the most of it. The difference isn't luck or opportunity, it's mindset. When you operate with the right mindset, you take control of your narrative. If you stop seeing circumstances as barriers and start seeing them as challenges to overcome. A mindset rooted in growth, resilience, and possibility doesn't just endure adversity, it transforms it into fuel. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? You begin to ask, what is this teaching me? That single shift in perspective can change everything. A strong mindset gives you the power to reframe your experiences. It's the belief that failures aren't final, they're feedback. It's understanding that setbacks aren't signs to quit. They're opportunities to adjust and come back stronger. When you develop the ability to see beyond your current situation, you stop being a victim of your circumstances and start being the architect of your life. But mindset doesn't mean ignoring reality. It's not about pretending everything is perfect or denying the existence of hardship. It's about choosing how you'll respond to those hardships. Two people can face the exact same challenge, and while one crumbles under the pressure, the other uses it as a stepping stone. Difference isn't the challenge itself. It's the mindset they bring to it. Circumstances are external, but mindset is internal. And that's where your true power lies. The world may throw chaos your way, but your internal world is something you can shape, refine, and strengthen every single day. It starts with the thoughts you allow yourself to entertain. Negative thoughts will come, that's human, but you get to decide whether they stay or whether you replace them with thoughts that empower and uplift you. Mindset also determines your resilience. When you believe in your ability to adapt and grow, you stop fearing failure. You understand that no matter what happens, you have the inner resources to figure it out. This belief isn't something you're born with. It's a skill you develop that's forged in moments of difficulty when you choose to stand tall despite the weight of the world. Your mindset shapes your vision. It allows you to see possibilities where others see dead ends. It gives you the courage to dream bigger, even when your current reality feels small. When you approach life with a mindset of abundance, you begin to realize that opportunities are everywhere. You just need the clarity to recognize them and the confidence to act on them. Mindset is also contagious. When you cultivate a strong, positive mindset, you influence those around you. You become the kind of person who inspires others to push beyond their limits, to dream bigger, and to see their own potential. It's not just about what you achieve, it's about the energy you bring into every room you walk into. In life, there are two kinds of people. Those who let the world dictate their path and those who step up and take control. The truth is no one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you the life you dream of. And no one will care about your success as much as you do. Waiting for circumstances to align perfectly for someone to give you permission or for luck to intervene is a losing game. If you want something, you have to take control and make it happen. Taking control starts with responsibility. It means owning where you are right now. No matter how challenging or unfair it might seem, it's easy to point fingers to blame others or to say that the system, the economy, or the circumstances are holding you back. But blaming doesn't change anything. Responsibility does. When you take responsibility, you reclaim your power. You shift from being a passive participant in life to being the driver of your own journey. To take control, you have to start by deciding what you want. Clarity is everything. Without a clear vision of where you're headed, you're like a ship drifting aimlessly at sea. Taking control isn't just about working hard. It's about working with purpose, with a destination in mind. When you know what you want, every action you take becomes intentional. Every decision becomes a step toward your goals. Taking control also means setting boundaries. It's about recognizing that your time and energy are finite resources and refusing to let distractions or negativity drain them. It means saying no to things that don't serve your purpose, even when it's uncomfortable. It's about protecting your focus and prioritizing what truly matters, not what's urgent or easy. One of the most powerful ways to take control is to master your habits. The small actions you take every day shape your life far more than the occasional big decisions. If you want to control your outcomes, you have to control your behaviors. Build habits that align with your goals and eliminate those that hold you back. This requires discipline. But discipline is the foundation of freedom. When you control your habits, you control your future. Taking control also demands that you let go of excuses. Excuses are comforting because they shift the blame away from you, but they're also chains that keep you stuck. The moment you stop making excuses and start asking, what can I do about this? You unlock solutions and possibilities. Even when things feel out of your control, there's always something you can do to move forward. Another critical aspect of taking control is embracing action over perfection. So many people wait to feel ready, to have all the answers, or for the right time, but perfection is an illusion, and readiness is a myth. Taking control means acting now, even when the path isn't entirely clear. It's about trusting yourself to figure things out along the way and learning through experience rather than waiting for the perfect conditions that will never come. Taking control requires resilience. Life will throw setbacks, failures, and challenges your way. But control means refusing to be derailed. It means picking yourself up after every fall and moving forward, no matter how tough it gets. Resilience isn't about avoiding hardship, it's about facing it head on and refusing to let it define you. Taking control also means taking ownership of your mindset. How you think determines how you act, and how you act determines the results you create. If your thoughts are filled with doubt, fear, and negativity, your actions will reflect that. But when you cultivate a mindset of confidence, determination, and possibility, you create a foundation for success. Controlling your mindset is a daily practice, and it's one of the most powerful tools you have. Deep within you lies a force more powerful than any obstacle you'll ever face. It's the strength that's carried you through every challenge you've already overcome. It's the resilience that kept you going when quitting seemed easier. It's the determination that has pushed you to rise after every fall. That force is your unstoppable nature, and it's there waiting to be unleashed. Being unstoppable doesn't mean you won't face doubt, fear, or setbacks. It means you don't let them define or stop you. It's about understanding that setbacks are temporary, not permanent. They're moments to learn, to recalibrate, and to grow stronger. When you're unstoppable, you see challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones to something greater. You've already proven your strength countless times. Think back to the moments when you thought you couldn't go on, when the odds were stacked against you. And yet, here you are. Those moments weren't coincidences or strokes of luck. They were proof of your resilience, your drive, and your ability to keep moving forward no matter what. Being unstoppable starts with belief. It's the unwavering conviction that you are capable, deserving, and resourceful. Belief is what separates those who try from those who succeed. When you believe in yourself, you stop waiting for external validation and start creating your own opportunities. You stop doubting your ability to handle what's ahead and start trusting yourself to figure it out. It's about persistence. The unstoppable don't wait for the perfect moment or conditions. They keep going, even when it's hard, even when progress feels slow, and even when no one else is cheering them on. They know that consistency beats intensity. Small, deliberate actions taken every day build unstoppable momentum. And momentum is the key to achieving anything you set your mind to. Being unstoppable also means embracing failure as part of the process. It's not about avoiding mistakes, it's about using them as fuel. Failure doesn't scare you, because you understand that every time you fail, you're one step closer to success. Each misstep is a lesson, a piece of the puzzle that brings you closer to your goal. The unstoppable know how to harness adversity. They don't shrink when life gets tough. They rise. They use every ounce of struggle as a source of power. Every time they're knocked down, they get back up, stronger, more determined, and more focused. Adversity becomes the training ground where their resilience is forged and their character is strengthened. Being unstoppable is also about focus. It's about knowing what you want and refusing to let distractions pull you off course. You don't let the noise of doubt, negativity, or external opinions drown out your inner voice. That focus keeps you grounded in your purpose and aligned with your vision, even when the path gets challenging. Be unstoppable. Take ownership of their journey. They don't wait for permission or for someone else to pave the way. They carve their own path, even if it's uncharted, even if it's hard. And even if it means going alone for a while, they understand that waiting is a trap and action is the only way forward. You are unstoppable because you are adaptable. You faced change before, and you've risen to meet it every time. You've learned to pivot, to adjust, and to find a way forward when the original plan didn't work. That adaptability is your superpower, allowing you to thrive in any circumstance and seize opportunities, even in uncertain times. When you are unstoppable, you don't just pursue goals, you attack them with everything you've got. You're relentless in your pursuit of what matters most. You understand that every challenge, every barrier, and every obstacle is just another chance to prove your strength and determination. As we stand here in Twithansifike, the time for hesitation is over. The time for excuses, doubts, and waiting for the perfect moment has passed. The future is not something we wait for. It's something we create step by step, decision by decision, mindset by mindset. Everything you've ever wanted, every goal you've ever dreamed of achieving is within your reach. But only if you rise to meet it with urgency, courage, and relentless determination. Embrace the uncertainty, for it's the birthplace of growth. Harness the power of decision, because every choice shapes your destiny. Let your mindset guide you, not your circumstances, and take control of your path without hesitation. Most importantly, remember this: you are unstoppable. No obstacle, no failure, no setback can hold you back unless you allow it. This is your moment. This is your year. The question isn't whether you're capable, it's whether you're willing. Are you ready to step into your power, to own your future, and to create a life that reflects your highest potential? Because the clock is ticking and the time to act is now. Let's not just dream of success. Let's demand it, pursue it, and achieve it. The stage is set. The opportunity is yours, and the world is waiting for you to rise.